By the way, I'm so sorry. In the first episode of this season, I said we were going to do life hacks or life whacks. None of us have done that, and that is our adult fails for this entire show.
Yeah, forever.
One of these days, we will have a life hack or a life whack, and I don't know when. But until then, you'll get these other segments that are just as fun.
Welcome,
everybody, to another episode of Adulthood Pending. My name is Zaga.
My name's Adrianne.
And this week, guys, we have a great episode planned for you. This is the first episode Adrianne and I are doing together here. We're trying to get a good mix for you folks at home, so it's a little different. And plus, it's different perspectives, because you guys know me. I can't be serious. She's serious. Let's have fun with this now, and let's see if she can get me to actually think and not use the 4 brain cells I have left. Okay, I'll put the glasses back on though, because it's bright up in here. Okay. This week we named it, or ChatGPT named it, "Is this adulthood, or are we just really good at faking it?" And I think it's very fitting to have a female on an episode about faking it. It's fair.
Faking it. What are you trying to say? Ouch.
I'm just saying, females are known to do such. A little hard for guys. You would need a prop in that aspect. But no, like we're gonna talk about like things like for example, when you order like a desk or a dresser from Amazon or IKEA, do you actually read the instructions, or you're like, no, I'm a motherfucking adult, I can put this shit together, and about 4 steps in, you're like, I don't know how this is backwards, and you end up grabbing the manual anyway?
Yeah, no, I always try and figure it out by myself, always, with everything.
Because like the other thing too is like, I feel like I was never taught how to be an adult, so we're just kind of like just go with the flow on it, right?
Well, so my approach is I always admit that I don't know what I'm doing. I am not afraid to go up to somebody else, like especially in my early 20s with like taxes or insurance or any of that fucking shit. I'll just like, hey, like, I don't know what I'm doing. You need to tell me what to do. Like, it's your job. Sorry if you don't want to explain it. Too bad.
Yeah. That's, and then like, I feel like though, like sometimes when like being an adult, right, it's about like having completely like fake confidence in doing something that you really, really don't know. Like, we're going to get into some listener subscriptions later on in this episode, but I'm talking about like I run a car dealership. That's my job. I'm the general sales manager of a car dealership, and people come and buy cars, and then they are so confident that they know what they're doing, and I'm like, you really have no clue how this actually works. Like, you are a grown adult. Like, you're older than me. How you should know this by now.
I've watched a lot of confidence. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and I wonder, like, what else do we, like, what do you fake confidence in when you're out doing adult things?
I don't know. This is a good question for me. I don't know if I fake it. I don't think dude, honestly, I don't know if I can fake shit. I just think I look clueless all the time.
I just look clueless all the time.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, and that's how, and then usually they're like, oh, she's just a girl, we'll help her. Hence, I am a woman.
So you're just so used to the mansplaining in your life.
Yes, but I'm not, dude, mansplain me all day, okay? I don't care. If you know something I don't, I will gladly accept it. I was actually really pondering, like, what have I ever faked? Honestly, I hate to say it, but I think if there's any confidence that I have ever faked is maybe an opinion, or I thought that I genuinely thought I knew more than I did about something, and then the other person completely schooled me and embarrassed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, like there's been so many meetings I've been in, and like we got called in. So somebody ratted me out at my job a while ago that I was into social media and doing, videos and TikToks and all these things, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody outed me and shared that some of the videos in the old show hit, 123,000 views, 73,000 views. And then I got just pushed into leading the entire meeting with all the other people, like the head of marketing and all these things about how we can implement this at work. And I'm just like, whew, I am not prepared for this. I thought I was part of the meeting. And I
How'd
had
you
to sit
feel?
there and completely fake an entire presentation that I did not prepare and come up with a whole strategy. And this is before I paid for ChatGPT too. So I had no idea what I was doing.
Dude, honestly, I think if anyone could pull that off, I could definitely see you pulling that off.
It helps that I'm a natural entertainer and then
Yeah.
I'm a salesman on top of it. So
Yeah.
it's just a mixture of both of
You
those.
just pulled shit out of your fucking asshole, didn't you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what
I
you need
started
to
talking
do.
about how you have to have guerrilla tactics. And like, I definitely mentioned The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And
Oh,
I just dropped that
that's how you
randomly
do
in
it.
the conversation.
All the men
And I
immediately
don't,
love you. Immediately.
yeah. And they're like, everyone's sitting there like, absolutely. That's intriguing.
Yep.
Why haven't we thought of this before? And I'm like, I have no idea what
You
the
just
fuck
became a
that
man's
means.
man in 2 seconds, dude.
Like SEOs, you got to look for the SEOs. I don't know
Yeah.
what SEO means. I found out afterwards that means search engine optimization.
Mhm.
It was in one of the keyword things that I Googled keywords to say in meetings.
Mhm. Yep. I only know what that means because my Gen Z roommate. That's the only reason I know.
Well, I've been learning more because obviously with this show, we're taking things a little seriously. You were not
Mhm.
part of the NFA network, and I don't know if you went back and watched any of the NFA network.
I did a little
Um,
bit, yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you noticed there was just no cohesion,
You
and
guys
this is
love to talk
just
about food.
100%. Food is life. I mean, talk about faking confidence. Going to the
Yeah.
grocery store and
Yeah.
pretending like you know exactly like this is a good brand. This is a good
Yeah.
brand. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a good brand right there. No
Yeah.
clue. I have no
Yeah.
clue what basement this was made in.
No. I will say one thing I do know, anytime I wish I could think of a specific example, but anytime I did have to fake confidence, it's how you speak. Like even if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, if you say it with confidence, they're like, yeah, they know what they're
No,
talking about.
that's how I got so successful at my job when I first got into it.
Yeah,
I
I
became
can
a
see that.
manager in 2 years on complete bullshit.
I
I
can
had
see
no
that.
idea what I was doing.
Dude, I feel like so many people have gotten jobs like that, and I am personally afraid to do that. Like they'll see a job listing and they're like, I can bullshit knowing how to do that. Take a few, like, look up some shit on YouTube real quick. Like I've had to just be like, just act like you know. I'm like, I don't have the confidence to do that. But that is actually how people have gotten really far, is by
Yeah,
faking
ignorance is bliss. It's so great. If you just
it.
pretend,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that happens all the. I mean, hold on. I got to be careful here because this could be telling people to do this is a bad idea. But
Act like you know what you're talking about.
listen, if you do go to a lot of things with confidence, people will just believe you.
Yeah.
I have gone plenty of times to the front of an airline, at an airport where the little airline booths are. I've
Uh-huh.
gone to the front of the line and I've said straight to them, "Hey, there's supposed to be a free upgrade for first class. Can you please fix that?" And just turn
Shut up.
around. And I just
You
turn
know what?
around. I turn my back right to them, and it's worked. I've done it 5 times. It's worked twice.
It's worked twice. That's fucking
It's a
awesome. Two
good
out of five.
percentage. And
That's a
the
good.
other times you just say it was worth a shot and
Yeah.
laugh, and then
Yeah.
they laugh at you, and then that's it.
And they laugh at you. Then it's
They
just a
just
big
go,
joke.
you're like, "Haha, you're an idiot. Go fuck yourself. You're
I'd
not
be
getting
like,
the free upgrade for first class."
dude, respect. I would just feel like, man, mad respect. I'll give it to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Most of the time in I mean, from what I've learned in adulthood is it's just asking things. As an adult, especially as a millennial adult, we don't ask for shit. We're just like, we'll just take it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
We
send your
accept the
food
bare
back at a
minimum.
restaurant? Say
Wait, what
that
did you
again.
say? I said we accept the bare minimum.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, do you send your food back at a restaurant if it's not exactly what you wanted?
I don't want to do that. I
Right.
don't
Like you
like
sit there
to.
and
I
it's
don't
like,
like to.
that's why I got married to a beautiful queen because she'll yell at the waitress for me.
I love how outspoken Ellie is. Yeah, so it really depends on if I'm feeling squirrely or not. Like, but I really don't like to. I really don't.
I mean, I'm sure if your boyfriend sat there and he got a burger and wanted it medium rare, and it came back well done, you're probably gonna speak up for him.
Yeah. 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 I would for him. I would for him more than I would myself.
Exactly.
Probably. Yeah.
That's a millennial
Partnership.
trait, trying to stand up for other
Yep.
people.
Yep. 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 But I'll take all the shit. I'll take manure, cow manure if you have any.
But continuing like the fakeness of adulthood, I think social media has a lot to do with that as well, right? Because we're the pioneers of the internet generation and influencers and stuff. And when you look at what we've like done, uh, I remember I would only post cool pictures on Instagram when it first came out. I wouldn't post anything like stupid. Not like nowadays everyone posts stupid stuff. But
Agreed. Yeah.
back then you would post like when you were on a beach, and you would post like if you had a really good food. Like remember you had to take the pictures of the food every time.
Hmm.
And then like looking at that in the infancy of social media, you just wanted what they had,
Hmm.
even though it was completely fabricated. Like there was a
Yeah.
guy that used to just mimic posts and like fake pictures. Like he would hold a toilet seat like and like a mirror and it made it look like he was like on a cruise ship or on a plane or
Stop
something
it
like that.
right now.
It's a real thing.
It's too funny. No, I mean, so for me and like my age group, I see a lot of people that like their Instagram, their social media is fucking popping and it seems like they're doing all the things and you get that like you get jealous. But then in all actuality, their lives are pretty mediocre. They're doing the average Joe Schmo thing that everyone else is, or
Yeah.
it's even less quality
Like one
than
of
what
my
you would
favorite
think.
things, one of one of my favorite things in um oh shoot, did I just that's weird. Okay, never mind. We're fine.
Okay.
um one of my favorite things though is like especially in our and I only see this with our generation of people specifically.
Mm,
With our generation of people on social media, specifically Facebook, we're going to just
mm,
limit this to Facebook or Instagram,
okay.
relationship or anniversary posts. It's my favorite thing to see what couple is a complete train wreck sometimes, right? And you're laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I had the thought of whenever you see the same couple, they're single, then they're in a relationship with each other, then they're single, then they're in a relationship with each other, just broadcasting all their fucking relationship issues based on their Facebook status or on their relationship status.
Yeah, and then like you see like the anniversary, we've had some hard times this last year, but I love you so very much, and this and then like there's like a 12, 15 paragraph freaking post, and you're just like, are you guys really trying to show that bad? Or the people that post like Ellie and I do not post a lot on social media. Like we
Hmm.
don't post we post stuff here and there. And it's usually like when we go like our honeymoon, the wedding, but we
Yeah.
don't post that. We don't feel the need to have to share
To
everything with people.
broadcast or to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you see the couples, especially millennial couples, that post all the time. Like, oh, we're out to dinner, we're at mini golf, we're going for a walk, we're doing this. And what I've seen, because I've watched enough murder documentaries on Netflix, it's never a good sign.
Well, they're usually trying to project what they want people to think. In all actuality, it's not the case behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People, like you all see this shit that's all around me here. People think I'm rich.
People
This
think
is
I'm rich.
this is like a 3x3 section. It's angles, people. It's fisheye
I
lens.
mean, that bonsai tree, that screams rich.
No, this was Home Depot on sale. I had a gift card from the wedding. Now this little guy was from TikTok Shop. Get it now. It's a little
Oh,
ghost that has little middle fingers up, and it's great.
yeah.
It's worth every penny. Um, One of the discussion topics we have here is why everyone feels like they're just winging it in their late 20s and 30s.
Because we
Late
are.
20s, early 30s. Like, and as somebody who's literally just turned 30 a few days, well, when this episode airs, it'll be a month ago, but it was just a few weeks ago. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Um, but for you, now you're 30.
Uh-huh.
Has it hit you yet?
Dude, I want to say something about this and you tell me if this is relatable at all. So I felt it once at 25 and then I felt it like I swear to God it was like on my 30th birthday where things just start to make fucking sense. It's like a big fat aha moment. Things
It's
feel
like
like it's
it's
like
like
common sense and
it's
then
like when you're playing a video game and you have to reach level like 15 to unlock the sword
uh,
or the armor.
yeah. No, dude, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I just all of a sudden started to be like, and I was able to spot bullshit easier. I was able to like problem solve
Well, it's
easier.
because you had experience at that point.
But it
So I
was
know,
like night and day. It was so weird. Because I at 25, I think it's a little bit later for men, but at 25 is when your frontal lobe forms. So you kind of have it then. But I think men, I want to say it's like 27. So you just
oh,
have that, like, you're like, well, I don't know if mine is formed. But
I'm,
then, so that's why I'm saying, like, I had that moment again where I like leveled up, like you're saying, like I retrieved the sword again. And so it's
yeah.
just, I don't know, like I do feel like things are starting to make sense. It hit me in that way, but I
See,
also had like kind of a crisis.
you said you had a crisis.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. For me, it was excuse me, it was a little different. It never hit me like that. Like it never. Like I'm still the same. Like I might just be a little more business mindset. In my that I'm 35 this year.
Hmm.
But like I've always been the same personality. I've never changed, and I've always all the stuff I've understood. I just understood more. Like I don't know. Like it never. It's like, oh, I'm 30 now. I know when I hit 40, I'm gonna have a little panic attack at that one because that's like I'm old.
Oh man, 5 years away, dude.
I know. I
The
know.
big 40.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
see
not a
you
fan
about
of that
that.
one. But like I
Anyway.
said, like like in my early 30s, I got sleeved up in tattoos. So like that's something you do in your 20s, and it's like for me, like I felt like I could just enjoy. The best way to put it, it wasn't turning 30 because I was 29 when I met Ellie, and my
Mhm.
best friend had just passed away. So like I had more of like a real self reflection at 29 because of that situation, I guess,
That makes
where I
sense.
kind of put things in perspective, like my own happiness and my dreams and aspirations and goals and stuff like that versus stuff on a monetary level. But that was, I don't think I chalked that up to being 30, just turning 30. It just kind of fell in that window.
Hmm.
And then COVID happened. So I was just like, well,
Damn, COVID
so
happened right around that time for you?
I was, I was born in 1990.
Uh,
So I was 30 in 2020.
yeah. So
Yeah,
did
30
you
sucked.
just okay, so you said it sucked?
Well, yeah. I mean, Kobe died. We had COVID. I did get Tiger King though, so that was kind of cool.
So you went through a really traumatic event and then you had to be isolated when in like during times you should be surrounded by people.
Kind of. So it was in June of 2019 is when he passed away. And then I
Mhm.
literally met Ellie on like started talking to her on the 5th of July.
Aw. What a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah,
There is something
approximately
about
10 days later.
29 though. Can I say something kind of woo-woo?
What?
What?
What is woo woo?
Woo-woo like a astrology thing or a spirituality thing.
Oh, okay.
You have to ask Ellie if
I
she
gotta
knows
find a
that.
button for you. So when
You
you
do.
start going on rants, I can
Uh-huh.
press the button.
Yeah. I'll have to think of something that's like on brand for me.
I'm
So at
you don't have a
29.
choice in the matter here.
Oh, okay, you're gonna find it?
This is for comedy. Why do you think Mix is
Um,
always
I don't know, for some reason I feel like for me it would be, what cartoon was it where they don't the adults don't ever say words, but they're like, wah, wah, oh, it's like Charlie Brown. Wah, wah,
yes,
wah, wah,
Peanut?
wah, 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 wah.
I'm gonna put some like so when you start going on your astrology rants, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have like some cosmic flutteriness
Ooh, honestly, I would love that.
or some like
Some
Twilight Zone.
ethereal.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. Yeah, some ethereal sounds.
All right, so as you were saying, some woo woo
Okay.
thing.
So 29 to 30 is when your solar return happens. Has
The
Ellie
what?
mentioned this?
I
You'll
have
have to ask her
no.
about this because I know she knows. So at 29, Saturn returns to the place it was when you were born. And Saturn is a planet of responsibility and duty and work and d. So at 29, if you're not where you're supposed to be, Saturn hits and it puts you to where you're supposed to be at the next 3 years are like alignment time. So by the time you're in your mid 30s, the idea is that you're on the path that you should be.
Huh.
And the harder it is, the more in misalignment you were. Supposedly. Dee dee
Interesting.
dee 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 dee. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's some Twilight Zone shit.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna do this more often. I'm gonna give you your own segment to go into the like something astrology wise in for the date that the episode drops or for the week that the episode drops.
Astrology Adrian? Yeah.
What is this? What the fuck was that?
I'm a fucking me. I'm a witch. Yeah.
Uh, but I don't know. Like I felt like because when I met Ellie, I still had a roommate at 29. Like I lived in
Yeah.
like a small, like a room like this size of my office. Like it wasn't a really big room. And I was really winging it. I did not have, if it wasn't for Ellie, I'd probably still live in like some like hood ass apartment.
So she pushed you and made you better.
Well, no, I really liked her. So I had to figure my
Oh.
shit out real quick.
Oh, so she inspired you, motivated you.
Yeah. I was like, it's not going to get like, this is the best I will ever get. Like she is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I can't fuck this up.
That
So
is so sweet. Relationship
yeah,
goals.
she says she has the magic clam. So
The magic, I love that.
um,
Obviously.
but yeah, like I don't know, like we never got a blueprint of how to
Yeah.
be an adult, right? Like we always watch these movies and TV shows like as we grew up, right? Like think about Harry Potter that
Oh,
came
fuck
out
yeah.
as we grew up.
Uh-huh.
Like even the teen movies, like when we were teenagers. Like granted, yes, you were 10 when I was 15, but like when I was 13, you were 18, you were probably watching teen movies at that time anyway.
Yeah.
So like you think of those teen movies that came out like American Pie and all that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like we didn't have adult movies. Like the adult movies were of murder. They were
Yeah.
of like just weird shit. And I feel like we were fucked on that. We were given instruction manuals. Like Harry Potter was supposed to give us an instruction manual, and they just fast forward to him being an adult with kids.
Yeah.
I need a series of Harry Potter becoming an adult and finding out Ginny's pregnant. How does Harry handle this? What magic spell does he cast? How can he fix this?
So do you think this leads into the generation before us and how clueless they actually were? Or what do you think?
I mean, my family's weird. My family's different. So like my dad got a lot of stories about the 80s, and it makes me and I realized like it was a lawless time.
A lawless time.
They were definitely not given a blueprint of how to be adults because my dad's stories usually involve some kind of paraphernalia.
Mm-hmm. Same. So how
street racing,
Yeah.
fighting, and I'm like, and you had me like how that was a year before you had me. Okay, good to know.
Well, how old were your parents when they had you?
My dad was 25.
Okay, so that's not super young, but that's still relatively young.
Yo, for real, if I had a kid at 25, knock on wood, I don't know if I do, but if I don't, if I knew I had a kid at 25, I'd be so screwed.
Dude, I know.
I was working at a ShopRite. Actually, no, I actually had just got into the car business.
Do you want to hear something wild?
What?
My mom was 14 when she had my oldest brother.
God damn.
I know. She's always like, I never even knew what my boobs looked like, dude. That's what, yeah, she had kids fucking young, and then she just kept having them. That's the thing. I feel like even my dad was young whenever he had me. They had me at 19. So Jesus. I just feel like a lot, and that was like unfortunate. Some of that was unfortunate, but like I just think that a lot of the generation before us had kids really young. Like they just had kids so young, and they didn't even know what the fuck they were doing. Kids having kids, dude.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, and we have zero direction, and we're just trying to fucking figure it out. And I'm just trying to ask.
Maybe that's why like so many of my friends had kids at a young age. Like a lot of my friends had kids around 25. Like all their kids are in like kindergarten and shit now, or like
same,
middle school. And I'm like, yo, fuck that shit, dude. Like I still want to go. Like if I want to go to the movies, I'm not packing children up.
Right.
Like fuck that shit. I'm going by myself.
Dude, every time I'm in a restaurant and I hear a crying baby, I'm like, oh, God bless. So happy it's not me. I mean?
Oh my God. So and if Garrett and Peter, I remembered your guys' names. I did. I remembered your guys' names. They purchased a vehicle from my dealership today. and they were saying kids is the worst, is the biggest marketing scam on the face of the planet. They said it's not like they have these videos of these kids and on cruises at theme parks, and it's all a fucking lie.
No, because these are well-behaved children. This is not what it's actually like.
Yeah, shout out to those guys because at my job they follow the show and I appreciate them.
Oh, cute.
I don't know if
Dang.
they'll ever listen, but if you do end up listening, there's your shout out.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say here? So one of the other subjects here we have is the weird milestones that actually made them feel that the weird milestones that actually made us feel like we were adults. So like the example they said was like being excited for a new vacuum, and my God, I cannot tell you, I just got a new broom and I am so excited about
A
it right now.
broom?
A broom,
Oh, hell
yes.
yeah.
It has the dustpan, and the dustpan has teeth, so when you brush the bristles through it, it gets all the shit right out of it, and it's
Oh,
rubber, so it
nice,
doesn't stick to
because
it.
it always gets so nasty.
That's what
That
I'm
underneath
saying.
of a
See,
broom,
and
yeah,
that
that's actually really useful.
these are
I
adult milestones, right? Like I remember my first, like, what's a good one here? Like, what's a good example for me to use? Like, my buddy bought a dishwasher for the first time,
Uh-huh.
and like for guys, it's different, right? Like we have appliances, like so, like a lot of guys the go to is the grill, right?
Mhm.
Like people who have like oh yeah, it's got 8 burners, yeah, it's, two
What did I
tanks
do?
propane, yeah, it's a flat top,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
that's how guys, and that's to me is a lot of guy adult wins. What are some adult wins like that, like milestones? Like you guys buy something, you got to brag about it. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm excited for this, and it's so
So,
stupid.
this sounds really boring, but I was really excited for myself when I, got full coverage insurance.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That
It's
was
that
my
kind of shit.
that was my milestone where I was like, "Dude, I fucking made it. I'm full coverage, honestly." Like,
I
for
felt that, like, I have purchased a nice set of forks, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, yeah, that's a good fork. Look at that, a good fork, right? A good
dude, a
weight.
nice pan, a
You're
nice
sitting here,
cooking non-stick,
fucking
dude.
right. A nice a cast iron.
Oh my god, yes. I
Listen,
just got my certificate.
my coworker got me a KitchenAid for our wedding. Oh my god, and
It's
the toaster oven. Oh my goodness.
dude, I feel that. Air fryer?
Oh, air fryer. That's what it is. It's a toaster oven, air fryer mixture
That
combination
is
thing.
the best appliance that's ever existed or been created, I swear.
Yeah, that's a millennial fucking appliance right there.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
You think about the times back in the day, like in the 70s and shit. And these people had like all the cool, super like 70s, like futuristic appliances. We
Mhm.
now have those appliances. We are the
Yeah.
shit. So that
Yeah. Like all the shit in that Rocky movie where he randomly had like a robot and all this high tech. You
what
know what I'm
Rocky
talking
movie was that?
about? I feel like he had like a robot. I don't know. I hadn't seen it in a long time, but it didn't make sense to me. And I was like, why is he all of a sudden have all this futury tech? You don't know what I'm talking about?
I know I've never seen Rocky, and I'm pretty sure he didn't
Oh
have tech
my
like that.
dude,
Are you
I've
thinking of
barely
Real
seen any
Steel
of them, and you really don't know what
with
I'm
Hugh
talking about.
Jackman?
You said Hugh Jackman?
Yes, Real Steel, where he's fighting as a robot.
Is that it? No, I swear it was like a butler robot.
A butler robot.
Yeah. Am I pulling shit out of my ass? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you are.
Oh my. I'm sorry. Can I Google this really
This is
quick?
adulthood burnout.
This
This
is
is
adult.
adult burnout. This
Okay.
is your fail of the week.
Yeah, for real. Hang on. And my namesake is in that movie. Was there a
Your namesake is in that movie?
Okay, well, no, honestly, my mom used to tell me that. Like, whenever I was in first grade and I was like, fun facts for the class, I'd be like, Mom, like, how'd you come up with my name? And they're like, oh, like the girl from Rocky. And so I would always tell my classmates that. And then as I got older, she was like, no, my friend from Applebee's was named Adrian and I liked it. She just lied to me to tell a school story. I was like,
From
fuck you, bitch.
Applebee's.
I was named after some server from Applebee's, dude.
Oh
Was
gosh.
there a robot?
You have big things to aspire to be,
I
Adrian.
know.
Not
bar
the
was low.
lover of a hardworking boxer, but an Applebee's.
Waitress. Yeah, and she
Waitress.
said that she was like, I didn't want to. She was like, I wanted to give you a cool story to tell.
Yeah, mine was my claim. My namesake was because my family had, I was first born in America, and they wanted to give me an American name, and my mom's Italian, and she wanted something Italian, and my dad's name is Antonio, so you just
Oh,
Americanize it, but keep it Italian, and there you get,
Tony.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't call me that on the show.
Oh,
Zaga
okay. Oh,
is
I
the
won't
name.
say that ever again.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yes, there was a robot butler in Rocky IV. I don't know what Roman numeral that is.
4.
4. Rocky gave Polly a robot servant named Seiko as a birthday gift. Or Psycho? It was designed to fetch drinks and snacks. I'm not full of shit today. Only today, though. Maybe tomorrow.
Interesting.
Interesting. Fun fact. There you guys know if you were wondering.
But I feel like, as we go into our adult wins and fails, we fake things as an adult, so that way we can get those little wins to make us feel like, you know what, I kind of do have my life together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what, I have an app that tracks how much water I drink, and when I hit my goal, god damn it, I feel healthy. And I take it one step further. If I go pee pee and it's white, it's clear, and it's not yellow, I'm like, you're an
Dude,
adult, you're hydrated,
that
baby.
is a successful feeling.
Right? You're like,
For
I'm a
sure.
goddamn adult,
Yeah.
and I'm hydrated, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
something else that matters.
like we had dinner the other night. I got a salad to eat as a side.
What?
Right?
No carb?
No, we had a carb. We had a fucking
Oh,
twist.
okay.
I had 4 carbs. I had
Okay.
3: mac and cheese, potato egg salad, macaroni salad, and
There you go.
then we had
Oh,
green, like a regular garden salad. Uh, that's not my adult win, by the way. I actually did something that was
okay.
very adult win.
Okay.
I booked my eye doctor's appointment, and that one's okay. I booked an eye doctor's appointment, and I booked a dentist appointment. The only reason why I even booked the eye doctor's appointment is because I want to get the meta glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses
Oh,
with
that's right.
the
Yeah.
cameras. That's my fail in that sense, because I only booked it because I want new tech. And I'm like, if my insurance will pay for it for prescription glasses, I will try to get them to cover that.
I mean, honestly, keeping up with all of your appointments, I always feel so successful when I do that.
I do.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
have to when you're older. That's something that you would think you wouldn't have to do, but you do.
Yeah. And the only reason why I'm doing a dentist appointment is because I feel like I don't make a dentist appointment unless my teeth hurt that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You're
me
supposed to
too.
go every 6 months for a checkup. No.
Yeah. For the
It's
teeth cleaning.
every 4 years for a checkup.
Fuck, dude. I don't know what any of my if what's I could count as a success for this week.
Have you been that much of a degenerate?
Shit. Well, it just seems like all I've been doing is working. And I mean, I will say, but I was the same one as before. I've been doing better at working out. I've been more consistent with that for sure.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Being healthy.
Okay. I'm catching up on podcast work. I guess that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the clam slam, right?
For the clam slam. Yeah. It's always slamming clams. Yeah. Yeah, I think I stayed productive, really. And I think that's why I can't think of anything out of the ordinary that I did.
Okay. And what was your fail, though?
My fail, when I was rude to those people today. Do I tell that story?
See, the people don't know that story. You might want to fill them in.
Okay, I went to this very small town dispensary. There's not a whole lot going on in this town, and they were remodeling this dispensary and making it a lounge, which is really cool because there's going to be arcade
Can't
games,
wait.
hangout joints, music, and everybody's just smoking and hanging out, right?
I can't wait for the day that there's more like spots to do that than bars, because
Agreed.
at least you'll get home safe.
No, yeah, and that's where you want to hang out. I don't like hanging out at bars and getting drunk, dude. I really don't. Do you?
See, that's how you know you're old now.
Yes, dude, seriously. Or it's like, man, like I really got to get to bed, dude. It's like 10. Like you get up early, Yeah.
What did I say when I hit record? I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:30.
Yeah, dude, shit.
I'm off tomorrow. I don't have to be up.
That's also how is like where you're like, dude, I can stay up late. It's not a school night, but we still think, yeah, shit, we still think on those terms.
That's a lie. I'm actually up until 3 o'clock in the morning every single night.
Oh. You're just putting on a show.
That's not because I'm still a child at heart. It's
Right.
because I have ADHD and I'm like, ooh, squirrel, ooh,
Squirrel.
centipede, ooh, that's a spider.
Well, and you
And
have
that's
to do.
yeah.
You have a lot of tech stuff to do too, I would imagine.
I mean, not really. It's mainly just me on ChatGPT and asking a question. Sometimes I just, just like at 2 o'clock in the morning, you just have a conversation with ChatGPT and just see how its day's going. And
Have you ever asked it about itself?
no, I've asked it about itself. It's creepier when you ask it about yourself.
I've done that, yeah.
So I actually, thanks to GPT, I actually I had it optimize my calendar for Google, and I have everything scheduled out to the hour of what I do every single day now. I journal now. It gives me daily
Good.
affirmations. It's stuff that it's very helpful, and I feels good.
It's
Um,
mindfulness. That's a huge win.
yeah, I guess that's a good one.
By the by. Yeah, that's
I
so
mean, my
good
fail is I haven't
result.
filled out a single journal entry. I've read the question every day, but I never filled it out.
Hey, that's a small step. You're
Exactly. I'll
you're
take the
warming
win.
up, dude.
I'll take
I'm
the
proud
win
of
on
you.
that.
That's good. Oh,
Um.
okay, so I was rude to these people. So
Oh
they're
yeah, I
opening
forgot how
up
we got
this
off.
cool ass joint, dude. Like these are cool cats, you know? And so they're like showing me around. I'm like, oh, like this is all really cool. And then I say, I was like, well, too bad. I was like, TBH, like too bad there's not a whole lot of cool people that live here. And they're all quiet. My boyfriend was the only one that laughed, but they all like looked at me like I was a fucking dick. And I was like, man, I wasn't talking about you guys. I just figured there wasn't a whole lot of young people that lived around here. It's a small town. Young people don't like to live in small towns in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I mean, it's all we can afford now.
I know. But I will
We
say I would
put
love to
them
live
on
in a
blast,
small
though.
town in a scenic area.
Yeah.
I would love that. Small town feels in the mountains. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep. That's cool, but not the people at the dispensary, apparently.
No. They're like that. She's a fucking bitch. Cool. And then I made it worse and I was like, well, maybe I'll come back here. Like I'm the only cool person around and like just totally sucking my own dick in that way.
I mean, at that point, you should just lean into the skid. Like, it can't get much worse than that, right? Like,
I know.
you're
I
gonna
walked out of there. I was like, man, I was like, was that rude? My boyfriend's like, a little bit.
like,
Damn it.
like the next time you show up there, I'm like, oh my god, this shit.
I graced you with my presence again. You guys are so lucky. God.
All right, so let's jump into this week in millennial history. For this week, the week of May 30th, on May 30th in 1999, Napster launched. Talk about faking shit. Try stealing and piracy.
What did you say launched?
Napster.
What is Napster?
You were 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
what the hell's that?
do you remember LimeWire?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this was before LimeWire.
Oh, shit. I loved LimeWire. I was always pirating shit off that.
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
She definitely was not doing that. That was, you know what? That was a great rendition of that script from that play years ago.
yeah. The quote that I completely quoted.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely not, this isn't perjury. Yeah, so Napster launched in May 30th, 1999, changing how millennials discover and share music forever and start getting viruses.
Uh-huh.
God, I infected that computer worse than fucking R. Kelly did.
Oh.
Let's see. Ooh, May 31st of 2005. God damn, I'm fucking old. That's 20 fucking years ago. The Black Eyed Peas, Don't Funk With My Heart, hit #1 on the Billboard charts.
Don't funk.
You don't remember that for your
I do.
Don't funk with my heart.
Yeah, I just like that they said funk.
Shout out to Black Eyed Peas though, because they had Filipino, like an actual Filipino song on that album, and my grandmother loves that song. It played at my wedding.
Dude, I thought Fergie was black for most of my life.
I thought she was Spanish at least. Is she just a white girl?
I didn't realize she was white. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just a white girl. We might have to fact check that, but
she was Iggy Azalea before Iggy Azalea.
Yes.
Ooh. And in early June of 2000, The Sims launches, officially making it normal for millennials to spend hours micromanaging virtual people instead of cleaning their own homes.
For real.
My God. Do you know how many times? Like, I got beef with motherfucking Sims. I have spent hours. Like, and we're talking about at least 20 to 30 hours into fucking building a family, a home, like specifically a home, making a pool, making the dream house, cheating and giving myself money. And you know how many times the fucking game has crashed on me and then I lose all that fucking hours of work?
Oh my God, I'd be so irritated for real.
Like, I made the perfect goth home. It was like I made Ellie. I even added our dogs. I added a future
Cute.
child of ours. It was so
Future
cool.
child of ours, so sweet, and then you lost him. Oh,
Yes.
what
It's
a
like a tragedy.
heartbreak.
I'm gonna write a horror movie from the fucking eyes of Sims.
Yeah, dude, for real. Don't they all die off if you don't take care of them?
It's not a Tamagotchi.
Oh, I thought for some reason I thought it. Someone told me that, and if you open the app again, it's like they're all dead and shit. Maybe they're
No,
fucking
that
me.
those are Tamagotchis will die on their own.
Oh, I
You're
thought
not.
Sims.
Please tell me you remember Tamagotchis.
I don't know what that is, but I can tell you, I only played Sims. I tried it for the first time a couple years ago, but then
It's
I
so
stopped.
addicting.
Huh?
It's really addicting.
It is, dude. I did it for hours. I zoned in on it, just on like wallpapers and furniture and shit. Just making the house in itself, dude, is so
Exactly,
tight.
like trying to get the walls right and trying to get the
Yeah,
kitchen size right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's way more fun when you cheat in the game. Uh, it's so
Just
true
like
though.
life, haha.
Yes, if you can find a way to cheat in life, don't cheat on people, but cheat on life, right?
On life, yeah.
Like life hack that shit. By the way, I'm so sorry. In the first episode of this show of this season, I said we were going to do life hacks or life whacks. None of us have
Ooh,
done that, and
yeah,
that is our adult fails for this entire show.
yeah, forever.
One of these days, we will have a life hack or a life whack, and I don't know when. But until then, you'll get these other segments that are just as fun.
Yeah.
Now, this week, I asked the fans, you guys at home, and I apologize because if you're not in the Discord, you're not going to get the early access to these questions. So sometimes they will get featured, sometimes they won't. Depends on how quickly we record. But join our Discord. We're gonna have links somewhere in here. If anything, just message one of us. I'll send you the thing. I asked the fans, what's the most ridiculous thing you've confidently pretended to know how to do as an adult? For example, assembling IKEA furniture without instructions, pretending to understand health insurance, negotiating a car loan with zero experience. These are some of the things that I've gotten today. Taxes because I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
The IRS is going to come for you. Hard body. There's no way you're getting out of this. Driving that shitty old moving van when friends moved into a new house, bad visibility, worn out manual transmission, poorly overloaded, and I'm not a very experienced driver. I argued with that damn car at every traffic light, and driving backwards was a nightmare. Never again.
Dude, on
I have
every single
never
front.
I've never pretended to know how to drive a manual, so I've never put myself in that kind of position.
Yeah.
Do you know how to drive a stick or no?
No, dude. I've tried.
Yes.
I can't get the car started.
See,
Like I
my
can't
problem
even
is
go.
my problem is like my brain understands what you have to do. My hands and feet will not coordinate properly.
That clutch thing, dude. I don't fucking know. I don't understand it. I can't do it. No.
Somebody said, life. I
Yeah.
feel that. Feel that
Same.
emotionally, because definitely go into that very confidently, not knowing shit. Anything car related or house related, like jump starting a car or replacing a shower head. I did eventually learn to do these things properly. I will say, owning a house for the first time, I have had to trial and error many fixes.
Yeah, I can see that. That sounds
Yes,
terrible.
yes, plumbing, like especially like sink plumbing. I didn't know how any of that worked. Um, what was it? Cleaning a dishwasher. Didn't know how that worked. Uh, how to get like my pool. Like we bought a house with a pool. I have never had a pool in my life.
Sick.
Well, no, we're taking it down now. That's
Oh,
a whole. It is not worth the goddamn money for
nightmare.
that. If you ever have the opportunity to buy a house, if it's not an in-ground pool, do not buy it.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah.
Um, Does doing the uncomfortable thing, i.e., sending something back at a restaurant, asking where something is located, etc., for someone else, but being unable to do it for yourself, count? Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You said that earlier in the episode that is something that you said you would definitely do it for your boyfriend, but you would
Mm-hmm.
never do it for yourself.
Yeah. Take a fat shit on my chest. It's fine.
Like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I don't mean to hit the emotional damage one.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it for the fan interaction ones, or the best ones at this point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what could you say? You've went in like so confidently, knowing damn well you have no right to be this confident.
Dude, I can't think of one instance when I've done that. Like I said, I'm the first to be, because I think it's more embarrassing to try and do that and then you fail because you have no idea what you're doing. That's so embarrassing to me.
Oh, fuck that shit. I go into that shit. I'm smiling. My chest is puffed out, and I'm just like, "Fuck yeah, I got this. I know what I'm doing."
Hard Leo energy, dude.
And if it's failing, I'm just like, it's exactly how it's supposed to happen. It does this first, then it gets fixed.
Yeah, no. And I mean, I'm sure the whole car salesman thing definitely works in your favor.
And like the worst thing is like I'm a manager, right? So like I gotta do certain like HR shit, and I totally have to fucking confidently fake my way through shit. Like, yeah, your W-2s and your W-9s and fuck do I know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling shit off. Yeah, 401ks, Roth.
Yeah.
Roth IRAs.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What else do you have for this episode? Because I know you actually prepared a little bit more than I did.
Did I?
You said you opened up your notes. You had things already.
I looked through everything. I think we talked about all this.
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything here.
Yeah. Social media versus, yeah, we got into all of that. Yeah, I think we did good.
Yeah. I think we summed it up. I think we can easily say though that our generation definitely is the best at faking it in adulthood.
Yeah. In fact, did we coin fake it till you make it?
Pretty much. We should.
Yeah.
We should definitely just put that on a shirt. I don't think there's a copyright to that one.
Yeah.
Because like we may not have it all together now, but at least we do know how to laugh about it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like even when we fail gloriously and comedically.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I agree. Yes.
Yes. I need to grow my beard long again and just
so you can stroke it. Yeah.
Yes. I miss how I think it's time we bring back Tony with hair or Zaga with hair.
Zaga with hair. What's that look like?
Yo, I used to have a man bun when I first started this shit.
A man bun.
Oh, for real. I had long hair. I had blonde hair. These were bad times. You guys, unless somebody finds clips from that old show, good luck because I took everything off the internet. But those videos are still up there somewhere. If somebody can figure out how to find them.
Did you ever do frost tips, or would you ever do frost tips?
They were pretty much frosted tips. Bleach blonde hair and kept the roots black.
Yeah.
If they weren't frosted tips, my friends called them frosted tips.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up here because I think we're pretty much done. I got nothing else to kind of go. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to the show? I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Guys, I am doing another podcast because I am a psychopath. And it's not like I don't have enough spinning plates at all times. Anybody who actually enjoys WWE or wrestling or watches it and obviously enjoys me, check out my new show. It's called The Kick Out. It's going to be, I believe, on Spotify, Apple, all those stuff like that. No video, just audio, just us chit-chatting about wrestling. You're going to see our buddy Nick on there again. And those of you who have followed from the A to Z pod from years and years ago, that OG podcast I just mentioned, my buddy Ryan's going to be on that show as well as Gam Gam. So definitely going to be an interesting, very interesting show. But yeah, check that shit out. I have fun. And then be a good following and check out the motherfucking Clam Slam for this young lady here.
Yay! Yeah, my podcast. God damn it!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
That sounds like something to get. I'm trying to pump you up here, and you're doing fucking clicks, and that just sounded so racist. Sweet mother of God.
No, I started talking and nothing came out, so then I just went with it. I was just like, all right, just full on eat. Yeah. That was on brand for me. My podcast is called Clam Slam. It is also a millennial based podcast, and it's a huge soapbox sometimes, or I'm just a big old pervert, or we just talk and hang out. It's on Spotify, Apple, and it's audio only right now. So yeah.
Yeah, we actually got her to put a camera on.
You did. No, you're actually giving me a lot more confidence, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is like in our new setup here, guys, because you guys can't see it at home. It used to be like the old wide shot. Oh, we're not going to have wide shots anymore. Oh no, it's fine. You won't see us all at the same time anymore.
Dang, dag nabbit.
One day we'll all live in the same area and we'll record in person. You guys need to make us famous.
Yeah.
So that way, if you guys make us famous, we could all actually live nearby each other and actually be able to do this in person and actually have a real show. And then we can tour and come to cities near you.
Hell yeah. Do
But
live
you guys
ones? Fuck yeah, dude.
So share the show, copy and paste. There's a link below here. So this little on-air sign, it's like right below that. Copy that motherfucking link, post it to your social medias and say, we love these guys. They're funny.
We want to listen to them forever and ever and ever.
Exactly. And then if you're a wrestling nerd, check out the other thing. But this is more important. We have way cooler merch. Also, if you guys like our new mascot, his name is Bussy. And yes, I'm coming out with he's a little yellow school bus. His name is Bussy. Yes. And if you look at him now, he is not tattooed. He is not scarred. He has not seen trauma. But as this season progresses.
I'm sorry. Did you say Bussy? Or
Bussy, yeah. His name's Bussy.
I have to tell
Bussy's bussing. Got a lot of trunk. He's a short bus and he's meant for us.
He's meant for us. Yeah.
Exactly, guys. Thank you guys again for tuning into the episode. Please follow us, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you're listening on right now. Also comment below to tell us what your funniest fake adulting story, and whichever one's the funniest, I'm going to read as a cold open for the episode. So if you want your 10 minutes of fame, send it below on the comments, whether it's on Spotify, YouTube. I don't think actually we're going to be on Apple, so fuck them. Okay. As I work on Apple products. But yeah, comment on whatever platform you're on, preferably YouTube, guys, because YouTube's way better. They actually take care of us if we become famous. Spotify don't pay for dick. But yeah, put the stories. I'll read it out loud. I'll draw a comic series of your story.
Ooh, fun.
We'll make a dramatic scene, or I'll film it like a documentary.
Okay, and we narrate it. We all have parts. We reenact people. Okay.
Yes, we'll do reenactions.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. Besides that, Adrianne, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming and for watching.
Yes. See, and like a true millennial, she's faking her way through an outro. Yeah. We'll get her there, guys. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. 3 things in life: follow, like, subscribe. Only to the end. I almost said the old podcast. Adulthood pending. Peace.
Goodbye.